2. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Paul George out there with Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago, to the wing, right side. And Hartenstein hits from deep.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Maxey on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. The rebound by Embiid. Fast break, Philadelphia. For 3, Maxey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Remarkable work in transition. Maxey just overwhelms the defense when the break is on.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Mark Dagnall gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Oubre against Williams. Oubre into the lane. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when he misses.
There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw in possession here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Hartenstein. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. On the attack, Oubre. Maxey passes to George. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Thunder have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, George with a steal. Maxey attacking. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Maxey daring the D to try and stop him on his way to the bucket.
And what a breakout 4th year for Tyrese Maxey. Named to his first All-Star game in 2024, Richard.
When the Sixers traded away James Harden, it really opened up things for Maxey. Gave him the ball more responsibility, and you know what? He showed up.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Here's George. Out to Oubre. 1:46 left in the opening quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Pass to Embiid. 4-3. The Sixers again can't hit. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous-Alexander is smooth and under control.
Drummond, the screen on Dort. George for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense is elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Pass to Embiid. Embiid, a screen on Dort. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
To the paint. Now Drummond. Shot clock at 5. Here's Embiid. Hartenstein pulls it in.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's George. Pass to Embiid. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And they recover it. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms to just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over George. No good on the last second attempt there. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Don't go. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. Pass to Embiid. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Off target from 3-point range. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. Now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. George defending. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. For 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. And now the Sixers on the break. And George launches it from deep. That one falls. Coming off a Drummond feed. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man. I'll tell you what, George is a threat from just about anywhere on the floor.
And a Another miss by Oklahoma City. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And George with the jam.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Thunder, Maxey passes to Oubre. Embiid against Holmgren. Oh, Embiid punishing the basket.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And the jam by George.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Maxey on the wing. Drummond, the screen on Dort. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Drummond against Dort, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Thunder trail by 9. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Williams' shot is good.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Now here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Here's George. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. From deep. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've had incredible success. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see it right back here to begin quarter number 3. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Edwards, Kyle Lowry out there with Lonnie Walker, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Caruso. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession here. Outside Joe. 3-pointer. Here's Williams. Blocked again! Outside Walker. And the jam by Walker.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Lowry. Pass to Edwards. This one for 3. The 3. Here's Yabusele. Here's Walker. Hounded by Wiggins. Takes a 3. And Walker with the 3. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And here's Caruso outside. They get it back. Wiggins passes to Joe. Williams, a screen on Lowry. Joe misses. Philadelphia leading by 10. Pass to Edwards. The kick out to Walker. Back to Edwards. 4 on the clock. To the right side. And here's Lowry from the arc. Knocks down the long J. And the 76ers lead by 13. And here's Caruso outside. And it's Bona with a rebound. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Philadelphia's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. It's Edwards on the wing. Right wing. Lowry with it. Now Wiggins defending. They get it back. Here's Bona. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Williams, a screen on Lowry. The kick out to Williams. To stop the run. Gets the 3 to fall. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's Walker. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make the pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Joe. And Lowry with the defensive effort. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Lowry left side. From outside the arc. Yabusele. The kick out to Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Walker's got 10.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last. Philadelphia leading by 20. Down low. Here's Walker. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Outside Joe. Looking to win the run. Philadelphia grabs the miss. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Wiggins from long range. He buries it from 3.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Bona. Here he goes. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Philadelphia shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
At the line for the 7th.
There's 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Alex Caruso.
Yabusele. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Sixers lead by 19. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. and it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's George on the drive. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Yeah, it seems like George could do this all night. He just keeps finding shots.
The Thunder shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Throws it up high. Embiid with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. He goes up. And the jam by Drummond.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide-open man.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Shot to stop the run. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. For 3, Maxey. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Williams a screen on George. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. The Thunder with another miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Dort for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Embiid gets the bucket.
The big man out ahead. Embiid, I see you showing those wheels.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Launches it. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets the 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Maxey finds Drummond. Out to Oubre. And stolen by Williams. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Here's George. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Lou Dort picks one up.
I like when George uses the shot fake to his advantage because he's good at fooling the defenders.
2 shots.
It's both from the stripe. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. They set the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. No, stop him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
It's going to go on Andre Drummond. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Yeah, all throughout the game, the opposition hasn't been able to keep them off the glass, and they're paid for it, giving up second chance points.
George, pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. George, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Embiid. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And George with the jam.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paul George.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Outside Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. The finish! And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort.
Second.
That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second
Yeah,
team
I
foul.
think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
It's George on the wing. Williams defending. And George gets it to go on the assist by Oubre.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Oubre with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Embiid. Pass to Oubre. George for three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And the foul called on Paul George.
Paul George.
That's his third foul so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Williams a screen on George.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
So no problem for Philadelphia. And Allie, thank you as always.
Thank you.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
presentation. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. We know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Now, Kevin Durant, after the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
The instincts of KD on display right there. He sees the entire floor. I think it's an underrated aspect of his game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point territory. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And here they go. Dunn finds KD. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker the pass to Durant. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Booker outside. Pass to KD. Clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Booker with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Booker's got 5 points so far. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Daigneault and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the made shot from KD. Booker with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside, Dort. For 3, Williams. The rebound by Richards. Richards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dunn left side.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That is his first foul of the game. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Show him some love once again.
Here's Booker. He has 5. No good on the quick 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Pass to Hartenstein. They could use a bucket. The Thunder with another miss. And KD's got the ball here for the Suns. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. Thunder Alexander trailing by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Thunder with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Count the basket.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line, just a shade under 90%.
And he knocks down the first one. Good on both.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander against KD. The three. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter with a... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. We've got Booker. Royce O'Neal is out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Here's Booker, and he drives in, and the dunk by Booker.
Well, the defense has got to be willing to guard the jumper, and for Devin Booker, that opens up the drive.
Got a piece of it. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. And the layup is good. Booker's got 11 points.
Well, you see how confident Devin Booker is down low. Doesn't even think twice about looking to score in there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Richards. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Phoenix leading by 20. Durant for 3. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
But Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Booker looking around. Three-pointer. The shot that time, not on target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
For 3, Williams, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Booker, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And then Durant with the dunk.
You take a look at why KD is so special. Not just a ball handler, not just a shooter, so willing to contribute in every aspect.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Booker. Durant's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Suns. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. It's the three-point bomb. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 in the game.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Dort. Overdone. Pass to Hartenstein. And here is Holmgren. Shot clock at 3. Back to Hartenstein. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution for the Suns. Number 4, Oso Ighodaro.
Suns leading by 22.
Hey, yo, get on Booker.
Booker outside.
Big timing.
It's good. He's got 15.
This guy has so many shots up his sleeve. Devin Booker loves to go with that floater when it's presented to him.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline from the high post. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He got into double digits for the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Alex Caruso out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Williams. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Bull can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Takes a 3. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Beal. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
Joe can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bowles setting the pick for Beal. Over Joe. They get the rebound. Outside for Beal. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Joe. No good on the triple.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
To the paint. Here's Iguodala. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Joe passes to Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
A three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Thunder have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Down low, and stolen by Wiggins. To the left wing. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here is Caruso. Hasn't made one yet.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Deflects the pass. Back to Bol. Good. Bol's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Joe with it. There's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. 8 seconds left to play in the third. Beal, that's for 2. And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Phoenix on the court for the Suns. Durant is out there with O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 2-guard position. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact now, gets to the free throw line.
Phoenix leading by 23. KD, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Booker the pass to Richards. Here's the three. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Richards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
They set the screen to the wing right side. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Durant attacking, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Williams.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets a quick first step, and it puts the defense in a tough spot, and he picks up the foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Durant against Gilgeous-Alexander. Got a hand on it. Here's Hartenstein. Dort kicks to Holmgren. The tray. Booker pulls it in. The Suns shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Booker. KD's got 22.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
First personal foul. Second team.
The first one falls.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bulls checked in. Booker going inside. The wide open look for Durant. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. 25 points in the game.
The confidence of Kevin Durant. He gets it and takes the shot. Very simple. Catch and shoot, baby.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. That one drops for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Second team.
That's foul number 2 for him. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Outside for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Oh boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker the pass to Durant. They get it again. Kicks it out to Booker. And Bull wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Suns.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on KD. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Back to Booker. Pass to KD. That three off the mark. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's the Suns winning easily here. Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke.
Is here. Here on 2K Sport, here are the 5 for the Suns. They've got Kevin Durant, Nick Richards out there with Bol Bol. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Dunn in at the shooting guard position. And for the 76ers, they've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with George. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Yabusele in at the power forward. Booker finds Bol. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a vet? Heavy matchup like this?
You know, BA, it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
It's George with the drive. Pass to Embiid. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The 76ers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. Now here's Booker. Shoots over George. Booker's shot is good. No.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Booker against Maxey, and that one is stuffed right through.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Booker. And the layup is good.
There's nothing you can do if you're the defense. Booker is so solid at muscling shots in through contact.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Here's Booker. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Jacks up a three. Drummond grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Maxey with it. Dunn in his pocket. Pass to Drummond. George outside. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. Tries again. Drummond passes to George. There's the drive. And George with the jam.
Great speed displayed by George on his way to the bucket. Devastating to the defense with those dunking skills of his.
Booker for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Drummond. Richards pulls it in.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Booker against Maxey. Booker no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's George. Embiid a screen on Durant. George drives in. Pass to Drummond. Drummond with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Dunn outside. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Let's give them a big round of applause.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. George, a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 5.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And it's Maxey missing. Suns trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Richards. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to George. That'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes the first. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Joel Embiid is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Maxey. Then there's George. And it's Yabusele in at the 3. Small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Durant way outside. KD from K-Deep. Wow.
There is no limit to where Durant can shoot from, which is what makes him really dangerous when he's got the ball in his hand.
Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. George outside. Lets it go from deep. And another miss by Philadelphia. The Suns trailing. Booker, the pass to Richards. Embiid with a steal. Now George, defended by Dunn. Screen by Embiid. For 3, George. That one drops. 3 for 6 now.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted, pretty obvious call by the officials. Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The kick out to Maxey. Back to Drummond. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals. And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Durant, no good. The Sixers lead by 9. And the shot. Counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Richard's shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from. And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Now here's Maxey to the inside. Gabaselli. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
The easy money there for Booker. Can't let him get this close with the ball.
And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
And it's Maxey missing. Suns trail by 12. Shoots. Booker can't get it to go. Now Philadelphia with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Embiid. Whoa, Embiid with the slam.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
George left side. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. George has got 12.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level. Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Durant. Inside, Richards, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Drummond passes to Maxey. Here's Drummond. Another shot. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Good hustle right there.
Always one of the more disputed calls in the game.
For the Suns. Number 4, Iguodala.
This can be a tough one. With goaltending, it's such a fine line. Clear and conclusive evidence never comes into effect more than on these calls.
Well, that's what's great about the coach's challenge on calls like this. We're able to slow down the action and see exactly where the ball is when it's touched. Hard to do that in real time. And here we go. The call will stand.
That'll cost them a timeout and their one and only coach's challenge. Goaltending calls can be so tough to make. You understand why he wanted a closer look at it, but we'll see if he regrets it.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 6. Driving to the basket. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. And the shot falls short that time.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting. And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The 3 is up. And so it's Philadelphia in command with a 13-0 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more. Evenly in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Iguodaro in at the center position. Now here's Walker. Walker with another miss. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
It's Edwards on the wing. Philadelphia with another miss. Suns trail by 11. Pass to Allen, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
The 76ers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Lowry, no good. Well, Phoenix is shooting around 53%, a nice number. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Drills it from deep.
Lowry's a do-it-all point guard for sure. Passing, scoring, defense, he checks all the boxes.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Kyle Lowry. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
So it's Phoenix now. They trail by 14. Martin finds Beal. The 3.
With his quickness and instincts, Lowry can apply intense pressure as a defender. Not a guy you want on you.
And that one drops for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And that one's good. Iguodaro.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Walker in the post. Allen defending. Pass to Lowry. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Here's Iguodaro. Flushes it down to finish the break.
I mean, it's amazing how many ways Bradley Beal impacts the game. That time, doing it on defense.
The kick out to Edwards. Walker for 3. Iguodaro grabs a miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
And it's O'Neal off the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, well, offensive efficiency league-wide is steadily climbing. Sixers coach Nick Nurse said a lot of it's better selection. Adding more shots at the rim and three-pointers are going to lead to more points. That's how most everyone is playing. B.A.?
That's right. It's a copycat league, and it's been successful, Allie. Chalk up 2 there.
A burly, bruising point guard. Lowry is good at using that upper body strength to fight through contact.
And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Here's Bona. No made baskets yet. From 13, The rebound by Allen. Walker against Beal. Pass to Iguodaro. Beal with it. 1:09 left to play in the third quarter here. Goes back up. Allen outside. Shot clock at 6. And Beal gets it to go on the assist by Allen. Beal's gotten his first points in this one.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Nice shot by Walker.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
51 seconds left in the third. Beal against Lowry. Pass to Iguodaro. Back to Beal. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Beal's got 5 now.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Lowry outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He has 6.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
To the paint. And he dunks it down.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Out to the right wing. Edwards, the pass to Walker. There's a screen. From the line. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia going into the... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Lonnie Walker, Edwards out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And Philadelphia making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
Allie, thank you.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, it doesn't seem to bother.
Suns trail by 12. Right side Bull. The 3 is up. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Wow, we don't see the quick trigger out of Bull very often, but it was on display there.
George outside. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam. And that's a double-double for him now.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home. Showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
They push it up 4 on 3. Outside Maxey. Back to Drummond. Now here's Embiid. 6 to shoot. Baseline jumper. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 13.
One of the key components of Drummond's game, he's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Booker fires from way outside. The rebound by Yabusele.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Durant inside. And he lobs it up top. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. It's a 13-point game. 76ers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Now here's Booker. And Booker, cash on the 3.
Yes, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Maxey passes to George. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, Durant. And he commits the intentional foul.
Paul George. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Done. The pass to Durant. The rebound by Yabusele. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Drummond finds Maxey. Drummond with the screen. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Great decision by Bol at 7-2. He's got a view that very few have.
The Sixers lead by 10. And stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. No good on the triple. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And there's the drive. Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Just such a terrific dunk.
And born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Richards' shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the 76ers.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
Now here's George. Drummond with the screen. Here's the 3. Drummond controls the rebound and the putback.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. George, good.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now here's Bol. Outside Booker. Outside Durant. Richards with a screen. Shot clock at 5. For 3, George. No good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every
but eventually I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me and top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
Afternoon. Everyone, we're about to... So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for Philadelphia, we've got Tyrese Maxey. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's George, and it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Ball's knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Maxey covering. Oubre against Williams. Oubre passes to Maxey. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a...
Assisted by
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Oubre. Williams with a clean look. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's George. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Williams, a screen on George. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
SGA from way out there, knocking down the 3.
George against George. It's tipped. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way up.
Look how confident George is inside. Just pops it in.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 3-point lead. Driving inside. The wide open look here for Hartenstein. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. 76ers have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 7.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you with a versatile scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander against George. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. It's stolen by Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brett, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Outside for George. Drummond sets the screen for George. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 10.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. Pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. His 3-pointers off the mark. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here's George for 3. The offensive rebound. Oubre kicks to Embiid. Pass to Drummond. George with the ball. Takes the 3. George missing again. Williams for 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. 76. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Paul George is out there with Maxey. Then there's Oubre. And there's Embiid. And it's Drummond in at the 4. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you.
Superb D from Gilgeous-Alexander, using his length to wipe away the shot.
Dort attacking. Right on the bucket.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC. When Drummond gets the ball inside, that's going to scare the rest of your defense. You got to pay attention.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
George passes to Embiid. Back to George. From the wing, the 76ers with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shots good by Williams.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Basket good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
George against Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's George. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
And George has been assertive in this one, shouldering the load offensively.
Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Philadelphia leading by 4. Outside, Maxey fires the 3. And the 76ers get it back. Tries again. And the layup good by George. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Yep, it counts.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Maxey kicks to Embiid. Thunder with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Nobody near George. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder trailing by 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren banked in off the glass.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
Lets it go with a 3. And that one's good. Maxi's got 11.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Here's Hartenstein. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up that shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So the Thunder 5 right now. You've got Alex Caruso. Aaron Wiggins is out there with Williams. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Williams at the 5. Pass to Walker. Fires from deep. Clock at 4. They set the pick. Fires the 3. And he gets it back. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso, the pass to Joe for the lead. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Caruso finds Williams. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. The 76ers lead. There's Walker with the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Joe. No scoring in this one. Pass to Williams. Tries from 16. Connects. The jumper drops.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. Shot clock at 2. Good on the shot. Lowry's got his first points in this one.
Oh, love the smooth shot from Lowry. Keeping it out of the defense's reach with the floater.
Takes the 3. That shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
76ers moving the ball around. Edwards against Wiggins. Edwards inside. Sinks that one from the post. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Joe. Drills the 3-pointer. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Lowry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Lowry showcasing his ability to do damage on the inside.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting from Oklahoma City, Isaiah Joe. At the line.
And Joe drops them both. The 76ers leading by 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lowry's got 6 in the quarter.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Here's Joe. Lowry covering. Wiggins a screen on Lowry. Here's Joe. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Joe's got 7. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And he makes good on the layup.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Thunder trailing by 6. Caruso looking for an opening. Sinks the triple. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Lowry finds Walker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. He's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them. Undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see them get up like that.
Caruso kicks to Williams. Outside Williams. There's a screen by Williams. Williams can't hit. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Drummond. Tyrese Maxey out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench, loving it from PG.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 8. Pass to George. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And the 3 ball is good.
And one of the many ways Maxey could hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Holmgren with a screen on George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. A 3-pointer is right on target. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Drummond. Oubre on the wing. No good on the triple. Williams from outside. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Oubre, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Got to know the scouting report. You do not want Kelly Oubre to establish confidence in catch and shoot chances. Knocks it down.
Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. He lobs it up and stolen by Drummond. Holmgren against George. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Philadelphia.
Outside Maxey. George against Dort. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Over Hartenstein. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 16.
If you didn't run one play for Drummond all night, he still might get into double digits. He's that much of a force in the offensive glass.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense high.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size with that kind of touch, that is money.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up. And that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Plenty of space. That's not going to go. He's 4 for 10.
He giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's George. And that one, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Oubre, a screen on George. And George, here we go, makes it off the glass. George has got 31.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Shot clock at 5. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 3.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They won this game. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
Afternoon. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4. Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Suns, Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Dunn in at the 2 spot. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And a nice finish on the layup.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket. So let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. So it's Oklahoma City now, following the score by Phoenix. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
On offense, here are the Thunder. 7-point differential. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Richards. Here's Durant. Here's Booker. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game here.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Well, Richard, you attempted to guard Kevin Durant in your playing days. How hard was that?
It was not easy. He's a lead scorer, ball handler. Oh, yeah, he's also 7 feet tall. KD is one of the toughest assignments that you will ever face.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Team foul.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Here's Booker. The kick to Durant. Booker, the pass to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Richards. And that one is hammered home.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Blocked. And he gets it back. Williams on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Williams from long range. The Suns clear it. 1:51 left in the opening quarter. The kick to Durant. Over to the wing. The shot by Dunn, no good. Thunder trail by 9. Now Gilgeous-Alexander from deep three-point range. O'Neal pulls it in. In transition, here they come. Booker, no good. The Thunder have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and denied. He sends it right off the glass from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker against Dort. On the wing, Durant. And it's good. contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals, and let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
Hartenstein, and rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He's just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
Against Dort. 2 shots.
And Dort hits them both. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Booker. No good on the 3. Thunder trail by 10. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Oklahoma City foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
4th team foul. At the line.
Then he drops the first.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Booker.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. That shot missing. And so it's Phoenix going into the break up 12. A big difference. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren, the 4, Hartenstein, the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position.
Yeah, an amazing find. How about the patience from Dort? Waits for his man to get open and feeds him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Booker. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now here's Booker. 14 points for him. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his 3rd foul so far. For 3, Booker. Ooh, Booker from range. Pure.
A reliable 3-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. Looking to get it going. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And stolen by Durant. Out on his own on the break. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
KD using those long arms to disrupt the passing lanes.
Holmgren with it. Yet to see a basket. Off target with the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Suns lead by 14. Oh, deflected. Dort with a steal. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. Defense is right there. Screen by Holmgren. It's stolen by Dunn. Durant with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The quick look, no good that time.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, Mark.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Phoenix making a switch here. Bowles checked in. Fires in the triple.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
The Thunder with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Booker's got 21 points in the game.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Bowl. Puts up a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Down by 15. From 18 feet away. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Bowl, the pass to Dunn. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Thunder trail by 15. Dort with it, now guarded by Booker. Pass to Dort. Bowl grabs the board. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Suns ahead, leading by 17. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Bowl out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5 spot. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Now here's Joe. To the inside. Martin against Caruso. Allen, the pass to Martin. Beal outside. And that one's good. Bole's got 7 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Thunder trail by 21. Down low. Joe, the pass to Caruso. Williams, a screen on Martin. Back to Joe. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Williams. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The Suns lead by 18. Beal surveying the D. There's the three. He drops it from range. Beal's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team, and now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it. Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing's over.
Outside Joe. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Williams' shot is good.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Beal outside. Here's Bull. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
The Thunder have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Martin against Caruso. Williams, a screen on Martin. The floater. Caruso misses.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Phoenix leading by 23. Martin, the pass to Bull. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bull's got 6 in the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Now here's Joe. No points yet. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
The steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Basket counts. Joe's got 5 now.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thunder trail by 20. Fires the 3. Iguodaro grabs a miss. The Suns have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Tipped. Here's Joe. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Nails it from 3.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Joe misses. Phoenix leading by 20. Beal outside. Puts one up from 19. Williams grabs the board. Outside Joe. Williams, a screen on Beal. Got it off in time at the end of the third quarter. A huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Phoenix out in front. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. Williams a screen on Durant. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. sinks it from distance.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Booker, and Booker with the jam.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with a screen on Durant. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive. Now here's Holmgren, defended by Dunn. Driving in. And it's Holmgren missing.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Durant against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Booker for three. That one's off. 10 for 14 now. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Ooh, had a nice open look right there.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
The fadeaway. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his fourth rebound in this one. O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Williams. In transition, here come the Suns. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Launches a three. Here's Richards. Outside for Booker. Shoots a fadeaway. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Phoenix leading by 22. It's Durant with a drive. And it's Durant with the finish.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort, shoots over Booker. The shot by Dort, no good. Phoenix has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. Booker for three. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Suns have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. And Booker throws it down.
This is the confidence Booker has in himself. He feels like no one can guard him, and he's probably right.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. For three, Booker. And the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
This one for three. Sinks the tray. Booker's got 34 points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Fires away from way outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Williams. Richards pulls it in.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And here's Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. Not going to go that time. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers. Ball fans, it's Saturday. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Andre Drummond is out there with Yabusele. Then it's George. Then there's Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. And for Phoenix, Nick Richards out there with Bull. And it's Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the 2. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQ from both teams. So expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Drummond with a screen on KD. Bobbed up there for Drummond. It's intercepted. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Dunn. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. And the 76ers with possession. 4-point game. Maxey kicks to George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
Bull can't hit. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Maxey in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. Durant against Embiid. Embiid with the steal. Outside, George. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The 76ers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Good on the second free throw. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. There's the screen for 3, Durant. Here's Richards. Pass to Bull. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Dunn. 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. And there's KD. That's good on the assist from Dunn.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. Here's KD. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Richards with it, working on Drummond, and that one's good. Richards.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
George against KD. Embiid with a screen on KD. And George kicks to Embiid. That ball, nice speed that time from George. 7 points for Joel Embiid.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They get it back. KD sets the pick for Booker. Off target from outside. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Durant feeling it out a bit. Inside, Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
It's all tied in Phoenix. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, we've got Yabusele. Paul George is out there with Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Durant.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Booker shooting. That one on George. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Bulls setting the pick for KD. For the 3, Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
Oh boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
And George, here we go, done with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
To the inside, Maxey, Booker pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 3. And there's Dunn on the assist by Booker. Dunn's got his second bucket.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Booker against Maxey. It's George on the wing. Drummond sets the screen for George. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Drummond.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And here's Booker from the arc. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Drummond. And here's George. Embiid in the corner. Pocket 6. He takes it in, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels him.
KD a screen. Here's Booker, and Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
Here's Maxey. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Booker looking around. Book it! Devin for 3.
You've got to be there on the catch if Devin Booker gets an opportunity from the perimeter. This guy too good a shooter.
Maxey against Booker. Embiid inside. 11 points in the game. Maxey with it. Outguarded by Booker. Here's George. Booker pulls it in. Suns lead by 4. Dunn outside. Richards passes to Dunn. Maxey against Booker. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Durant with a screen on George. Booker finds Durant. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dump that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Suns lead by 2. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then it's Martin. And it's Iguodala in at the 5. Who's out there for Phoenix. And that one's good. Bona. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Now Walker takes a 3. He shoots again. And it's Bona missing. The Suns trailing. Beal deciding where to go with it. For 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Beal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Lowry drives in. Count that one. And the 76ers lead by 1. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
It's blocked right there. the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Pass to Bona. Outside for Lowry. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Martin, the pass to Beal. There's the three. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's the floater. And that one is good. Beal's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently helpful, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a three-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Here's Allen. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
They double-team Walker. Pass to Lowry.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Bona. Outside, Walker. They set the pick. Misses the three. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Beal against Oubre. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:27 left to play here in the third. Beal against Lowry. A three.
Well, Lowry not giving an inch. Contesting that shot beautifully on the defensive end.
Pass to Oubre. Now Walker. Shoots the three. Connects from three-point range. Walker's got the lead up to 5 now for the 76ers. They double-team Beal. Here's Iguodala. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
You have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Philadelphia leading by 3. Walker in the post. Allen defending. Walker in the post. He's against Allen. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Allen's shot is off. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Beal against Lowry. There's 18 seconds left in the third. 6 to shoot. Out to Edwards. Jacks up a three. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And give a warm welcome to your Suns dancer.
And the 76ers with some changes. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside for Durant. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. 76ers on top, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Paul George. Andre Drummond is out there with Embiid. Then there's Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the 3 spot.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Booker the pass to Durant. Richards with it. The shot comes out. Good D by Drummond. Maxey finds Embiid. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Maxey looking it over. And stolen by Booker. Goes up. Booker glides in to finish the break.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best. And right now he is showing out.
Here's Maxey. That's tipped. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Paul George, second personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Outside Durant. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Richard.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That'll be his second foul of the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's George for 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Booker against George. Out to KD. There's a good screen. Durant hits. Dueling 3-pointers.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
And stolen by Booker. Down low. KD with the bucket. And it's a 3-point Suns lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric. You got to get it.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
KD is screen on George. Fantastic finish by Booker.
Does it seem to you guys that this guy, nothing faces him? Booker treats every moment like every other moment. No matter how big, no matter how small.
George scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Booker dishes to KD. From downtown, good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
On the wing, Jordan, defended by Durant. George against KD, and the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Outside, George. Driving the lane, and then George with the jam.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant sets a screen for Booker. Pass to KD. To the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Dunn kicks to Durant. Bullseye!
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.